Do you realize you are already insanely rich? If you feel like you are struggling financially, then I'm going to shift a perspective for you that's going to really help you to accelerate your creation of wealth and freedom and live a life of abundance and prosperity. Sound good? Too good to be true? Stick around because I'm going to show you how to get into a wealth consciousness mindset so you can achieve the wealth and the freedom that you desire and deserve. Now, if you are new to my channel, then allow me to introduce myself. My name is Marguerita. I am the Woo Woo Warrior, and I've helped thousands of freedom and wealth seekers just like you to clear their fears, doubts, blocks, and limiting beliefs so they could be unstoppable and rise into creating the wealth, the freedom, and the impact they desire and live life on their terms to achieve their goals and dreams. So what do I mean when I say that you are already insanely rich? If you are struggling financially, you probably want to reach through the screen and just punch me in the face right now. However, hold that thought. I'm going to share with you a whole new perspective that is going to really accelerate your ability to create the wealth and the freedom that you desire, because everything comes back to your consciousness around money, wealth, and abundance. If you have a lack and scarcity consciousness, you will always experience lack and scarcity. There is no other way that is going to work out for you. If you develop a wealth, abundance, and prosperity consciousness, then guess what? Your default will be to create wealth, abundance, and prosperity. This is the way this whole game works. Now, when you have a look at your current reality and what you see is lack, this is your mindset. Hold on for a second. I know I'm not trying to minimize what your struggles are financially might be right now. I know, I've been there. I get it. It's stressful. It creates a whole lot of anxiety. And just as an aside, do you know that this is the way the system was designed? It was designed to keep you in a state of stress and anxiety. It was designed to keep you enslaved, to feel like you're at the mercy of the system. It's rigged. Basically, the whole system is rigged against you. But there are rules that you play by that actually shift your ability to create wealth using the very same system. Because if you think about it, the billionaires are actually using the same system that you're using. It's just that they're using it a different way. They know how to play the money game. This is really key. Now, let's talk first about shifting your mindset and your perspective, because once you understand what I'm talking about, you can change your money story, and your money story is everything. It is the foundation to you changing your life and transforming your future to be able to experience the wealth, abundance, and prosperity that you desire. So I want you to cast your mind back to maybe 300, 400, 500 years ago, and you think of the kings and queens and the way they lived. Now, clearly they lived very, very rich lives back in the day. They had servants, and they lived in castles and all this palaver, right? However, I want you to think about the life that you have right now. Do you have electricity? Can you flick a switch? Do you have central heating or the ability to heat your home? Do you have flushing toilets with running water? Can you run a bath just by turning a tap, or have a shower just by, again, turning a tap? Can you turn a light on to illuminate your evening? Can you watch television? Can you pick up your phone? You can trot down the store in just a couple of minutes and buy all the food, all the groceries already prepared for you without doing all the cooking. You can create a meal within minutes with ingredients that you get from the store. Some of them are already partly prepared. You can go down to a restaurant or a cafe and buy a pre-prepared meal for yourself. You can buy a coffee that's already done. You have all these commodities available to you. You can get online and order anything you want from anywhere in the world. Think about the kings and queens back in the day. Sure, they had riches and wealth back in the day, but they didn't have anything that I just explained to you. So if you think about it, You already are massively more rich and more wealthy than the kings and queens were back in the day. You also have far more opportunity than anybody else back in the day in the history of the world. Think about it. Even just 50 years ago, entrepreneurship wasn't such a big thing. It wasn't available to everybody. You had to have resources, you had to have connections. Whereas today, yeah, you need the mindset, you need the chutzpah, you need the tenacity, the resilience, you need all the hallmarks, attributes, and characteristics and traits of an entrepreneur and a business person. And if you don't have that, by the way, you can develop it. If they are not your dominant traits and characteristics now, work on yourself, work on your mindset, work on your traits and characteristics, work on getting clear on what it is that you want to create, work on the model and the vehicle that you are going to use that is the optimum way for you to leverage your gifts, your talents, your unconscious competence. You have access to books and courses and trainers and coaches. You have available to you more information than people did like 10 years ago. You have access to more information than governments did 20 years ago. Think about that. There is no shortage of opportunities, information, the ability to develop your skills and develop yourself. And you can leverage all of this to create massive wealth. There are zero limits on your ability to create wealth. And you can actually create a business with zero limits on the amount of money that you can make. Do you understand this? Really understand this and live from the place that you are already rich, wealthy, and abundant. And if we want to go right back to the real core and essence of who you truly are, you are an abundant being. You were born rich and wealthy, rich beyond your wildest dreams. You were born with gifts and talents that you were meant to leverage and use in this life to be able to prosper and live a life beyond your wildest dreams. You came from an infinitely abundant source, which means, according to Dr. Wayne Dyer, that you must be like that which you came from. So you must be rich, wealthy, and abundant. And you knew when you arrived just how rich and wealthy you are. You knew when you arrived here that you have the ability and the capacity to create anything you put your mind to, because you are a powerful creative force working with the universe moment by moment by moment to create your life, your existence, your experiences. Remember Nikola Tesla, I say this all the time. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So you are living in a holographic projection of your own creation. If everything is energy, frequency, and vibration, it comes together and forms an experience based on your focus, your intention, your frequency, and vibration. So work on your wealth consciousness relentlessly. Think about what your gifts, what your talents, what your unconscious competence, your core genius is. What are the skills that you've developed? What's the expertise that you have acquired? What is the information that you have learned along the way? Now, how do you package all that up in a way that you can serve a hungry audience to solve a problem? That's as simple as it is. Don't overcomplicate it. Forgive me for this brief interruption to this video. I just wanted to tell you about a new program that I've launched. I'm very excited about it. This is the Thrive Coaching Program. It is a 6-week intensive program where I will work with you personally to get absolutely crystal clear on your vision for your future, help you to build an unstoppable mindset, release the fears, doubts, blocks, and limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck, and to create and execute a strategic action plan that leverages your unique gifts, talents, and your superpowers so you are empowered to build wealth through a business that feeds your soul and makes a positive difference in the world. This program is like nothing you have ever seen. Thrive is about going beyond healing to real world results, because I want you to be the best and most powerful version of you so you can achieve life beyond your wildest dreams and live your purpose and thrive. So if you are ready for that kind of transformation fast, then just go to the link that is in the description below. I hope to see you in the Thrive program. And now back to the video. So let me repeat that. Identify your gifts, your talents, your core genius, your unconscious competence, your expertise, your skills, your knowledge, your experience. Package it up in a way that solves a problem for a hungry audience who will pay you for the solution that you have. And then you need to figure out what is the best distribution model to get your solution to your audience and give them an experience that they will never forget, and in a positive way, and they will love you and they will refer other people to you. This is how you build a business with zero limits on your income, a business that feeds your soul, a business that it gives you meaning and purpose and satisfaction. And this is how you realize the wealth, the abundance, the freedom that is available to you right now. The reason that you first recognize that you are already rich and wealthy beyond your wildest dreams, go and find a park. Stand barefoot in that park. Connect with Mother Earth, with Spirit, with Source. Have a look around that park. Look at the abundance that exists around you. Connect with people and feel from a heart space, and feel that heart space connection. Do you realize that you have available to you more natural health products than at any other time in the history of humanity? If you think about it, 100 years ago or 200 years ago, most people didn't even have the money to access good quality health and natural products. But today, even if you don't have the money and the resources yet, you can actually create the income to be able to access the kind of health products that have never existed in the history of the world. From all over the world, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of natural health products, all of which, if you are having health challenges, can help you to recover your health. This has never existed in the history of humanity. You have global access to any health product that exists anywhere in the world, provided you can ship it into your country. But do you see now? Is your perspective shifting? Do you understand that you are rich and wealthy beyond your wildest dreams already? Your bank account is just a story. Forget your bank account. Look at the riches that you have access to. Because if you are telling yourself that I don't have enough money, that I can't afford it, then that's a story. Get resourceful. Put some sweat equity into being the most valuable person in any room that you walk into. Having something to offer that people will pay you money for. This is what creates financial wealth and financial freedom in today's day and age. You are incredible. You are amazing. You are brilliant. Never forget that. Shift your story, shift your perspective, create a wealth consciousness, and understand that you have abundance and prosperity available to you in such incredible amounts. Because let's face it, money is changing hands all the time. Money is not static. It's not about acquiring and accumulating money. It's about funneling the money that is exchanging hands into your world so you can buy assets that create wealth. Wealthy people are asset rich, and they buy appreciating assets. So they buy assets that increase in value over time. So if you're buying a car, then that is a depreciating asset. What you want is to buy an asset like a house, real estate, commercial real estate, commodities, maybe precious metals that are known historically to increase in value over time. So, what are you going to do from this point forward? I want you to take a moment to think about if you are already rich and wealthy and you show up with that kind of mental attitude, I'm already super rich, super wealthy. How does that change your frequency and vibration? How does that change your perspective? How does that change how you show up? How does your story change? How does the action that you take change? If you stay stuck in this mindset, oh, I don't have enough, there's not enough, I'm broke, then how is that impacting on your mindset and your action, on your perspective, on your attitude? Now think about, oh my God, I have already all these things that are available to me, like my phone, which gives me access to the entire world, to the ability to build any business that I want with the knowledge that I have. I just have to apply that knowledge in the right way. I have access to running water. I can turn my lights on, my heating on, my coffee, my kettle on, my coffee maker on. I can have a shower whenever I want. Wow, I'm actually pretty rich. Now, what am I going to do with that? It's what you do with it that counts. But once you start seeing yourself as rich, wealthy, and abundant, do you see how your mindset shifts and changes? How you see possibilities and opportunities where you only ever used to see challenges? How you are more likely to take positive action to create a more positive future for yourself? It's all mindset, baby. It's all about how you look at life. You can stay stuck in the grind thinking that you are a victim of your circumstances, or you can choose to be the victor. It is your choice. And it is the decisions and choices that you make that either support you to create anything that you want or keep you stuck in a reality that is keeping you as a slave to the system. It's your choice. What are you going to choose? Now, if you have appreciated this, if you like the message from today and you would like help as an entrepreneur to build wealth through a business that feeds your soul with zero limits on your income, then download for free my Soul Aligned Business Blueprint. If you want access to that, just type soul in the comments below. I will send you the link to download the free guide. It is a total game changer. I would love to help you and support you to just step into being unstoppable at being able to create the wealth and abundance that you truly desire and deserve, because you are infinitely powerful and you have the power to create anything you put your mind to. You just don't believe it yet. So if you have like this, like and subscribe, comment below, let me know what your biggest takeaway is. And if you would like help to shift your mindset, then you are going to love this video right here. It's an EFT tapping video that will help to release the limiting beliefs, the fears, the doubts, the blocks, and rewire your brain for money, wealth, abundance, and success. Check it out now.